Hello, my name is Sheyi Fabi. I'm taking you through the process of raster to vector conversion in quantum GIS or QGIS. The process is basically because quantum GIS is an open source GIS software you can download and you install, and it's free. The license is free. So the process just about 7 stage processes, which I look at it this way. You download the QGIS, you install QGIS, you load the raster data, that is the image you want to digitize, want to convert to raster, to vector, which is the raster. Images are referred to as raster data, while the uh, uh, point line polygon data are referred to as vector data. Those one were explained in details in my previous lectures. So after that, you create a layer that you want to digitize into. You want to clarify the kind of data you want to create, whether it's a shapefile or any other kind of files. Then shapefile is the generic file used for vector data in ArcGIS and some other uh, software of the type. So now toggle the edit mode. I'm going to go through all the details of this now. And then you select the tools and you start digitizing. And after you finish digitizing, you save your layer, and that's all. So we go through this procedure now, and I'm going to show you how you download. So that you are now here, you just type QGI download in your Google, and then it will take you to this. So you just click on the first one that come to you, that's QGIS, download QGIS. So it depends on the kind of software and the kind of operating system you are using. If you are using 64-bit Windows, you download this. If you are using if this is network installer, this is if you want to download it on a network, like on a server, then you select this. If you want to download it as a standalone system on a computer system, you download this. This one is for 64 bits. This one is for 32 bits, and you get the latest version of QGIS. This one is 3.12 version. You can also see the lower version, the older version. Yeah, if you are using Macintosh, then you download this. If you are using Linux, you download this. And once you download, you click on my system is 64-bit standalone. So you click on it and it will take you through the procedure to ask you whether you want to donate, and you can say donate, or you close the message, and then it will take you to that place where it will ask you where you want to put it, and you say this. And by the time you finish, then you navigate to where the data is stored, and then you can after you have downloaded, then you can install. And once you install, then you can now have your software that will be here. This QGIS 3.12 Bucharest. They have different names they give to different versions as they are coming. They can call it Zanzibar 3.10. They can call it different names. So once you have it, then you open after you have installed and that's come up. Then you can open your software. Once you open your software, you install. We will not go through the process of installation now, but once you have it, you just go to the setup file and you install. And once you install, it comes up this way, and then you have your QGIS version. Then you can now come to new, which new is that you want to start a new project. Then you go to layer. Here on the interface that it gives you, you have the menu bar, which are on top. We have the project edit view layer setting. We have the button bar. We have the toolbar, and also So under the menu bar, you go to layer, add layer. Then once you see submenus, here add raster layer, because the raster layer you want to digitize. And you are going to navigate to where you put the images, where the images are located. So in our case, our image was located in Ibadan. Let me see. Let me see the image that we want to use. Yes, a master plan. This is ECW data, and then you can store. Once you load it, it's there as Ibadan. So you now zoom to the convenient level that you want. Just right click or you click the button here, the tool here to expand. You draw a box around it that you want to expand it to a particular level. This span is the one to use to move it up and down, and then you can also select to a given level. Now, after you have loaded your image, which is the raster data, we want to convert some of these data, especially the, the road layers. We want to have a road layer. We want to have a building footprint layer. We want to have water body layer as examples of point, line, and polygon. And we can also have location of schools and some other resources. Now we go back to this same layer, and this time around we say we want to create layer. The other time we went to layer menu, we selected add layer, and then we went to raster layer. But this time around we are creating new layer, and then we are going to present shapefile layer. You can also use new spatial light layer, or in this case, or you use geo package layer. Or in our own case, so that can be open in other software like GIS and other software. So we want to select this layer and we say, okay, the name. We want to give it a name, but we must ensure that we know where the program is stored, where this file is stored. So in this case, that we are going to do Africa course program folder, and then we say major road. So it's a major road. So what is the kind of types? In our previous lecture, we show you what is the nature of point, layer, and polygon. So because this data is point data, so we want to say the first field is name of road. So the first field in the new area, and it is going to be text data. And then we can say, okay. So once you are done with that, then you can also go to the next layer and say you want to create another layer. And this time around, let's say water body. The same thing, we ensure that we put it in the same folder. We say, okay, water body. And water body is a polygon. So instead of point layer, we call it a polygon. And then you say, okay, the first layer is name, and it's text data, and you click OK. So you are good to go. You have created, look at this place, you have created the water body layer, you have created the major road. Then you can go. You can go ahead now and toggle the editing button. There's a button, there's a half spent pencil symbol icon here that once you toggle it, it makes this one available. It makes this other about orange colored pencil will be active, which means that you are ready to add data, you are ready to create a feature in the shapefile. So it gives you this, the upper part of the, because the one that is the uppermost is the one that will show that you are ready to digitize into. So you want to add polygon, and the default is that you are adding polygon to the layer that is uppermost. So you can now say we want to digitize a layer dam now. So you can enlarge, expand it to the convenient scale. Usually when you are working, we expect you to zoom to a particular scale so that you are sure of what you are doing. So you are sure that it has a common scale all through. So we are moving, we are digitizing the water body in the LA Dam, and we continue. You left click as you are going. So you are going, you left click. In this case, usually data available on the internet, most times they are not as accurate or as current as the one you find or you digitize on the field. Usually the boundary of the river systems are not as accurate as the one that you can find on Google. That is why it is advisable that you continue to digitize all the system as we have it. When you are done, you go back and then you click, you toggle this edit tool again, and then you close, and then you can go to major road. Major road, you go back to toggle, and then your road is now in the editing mode. You can zoom or you can pan the data to where the road is. There are two ways in which you can digitize the road depending on the model or cartographic model you are using. One of the models is to digitize the edges of the road. Another model is to digitize the center line of the road. So in this case, we are going to adopt the first model of digitizing the center line of the road. So we are going to this is dual carriageway. So in that case, we are going to digitize the toe and the fro of the road. So we go back to this, and then this once you toggle this and once you toggle to the editing mode, and then you put it on the layer you want to digitize, surely everything will be, it will change the kind of tool you can use. But if you are on the polygon mode, it will give you the polygon tool. But in this case, we have the, sorry, you have the tool. When you are done, you right click, and then you can put name, ID, name. And that is how you can digitize, and then you go on and on and on and on. You want to continue, you left click, you can pan to any area you want, and then when you are done, you right click, and to give you the ID, you can put 2 ID, and then that's how you continue to digitize. So when you are done, you go back. Do you want to save changes to the layer? Say save, and now you can manipulate the features by going, when you double click on the layer, you can change the symbol of representation. The color, you can change the color to the color of water, somehow, something like this. So if you click on this and zoom to layer, so you can see the polygon. So that is how you can